Hey guys, Raymond here from the Beginner Photography Podcast. I just got a new package from PolarPro that showed up in the mail. We're going to open it up, check it out. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I am super excited about this video today. The awesome people over at PolarPro sent me these brand new polarizer and ND filters for the DJI Spark. PolarPro has been around for a while making filters for all of the Phantom series cameras and the DJI Mavic as well, along with GoPro and a lot of other drones. They really know their stuff. So when they reached out to me to review their brand new filters for the DJI Spark, I of course said absolutely, I would love to give them a thorough test. So let's talk about what ND and polarizer filters do. The ND filters are kind of like sunglasses for your camera. So what it does is it helps you achieve more cinematic looking footage by being able to lower your shutter speed. And the polarizers help cut down on the glare and like really bright sunspots. And it also increases some of the saturation so it can really make those colors pop. So if you just use your drone for photography, maybe the only filter that you would use is your polarizer filter, because you don't really need to lower your shutter speed because you're not taking cinematic footage, and the speed of your shutter doesn't really matter when it comes to a photo. At least for like landscapes and drones and stuff. But if you shoot video with your drone, I tested these out today and I cannot tell you how much I recommend these. They're super cool, but there's a few caveats that I really want to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm pretty excited that this box showed up in the mail. It like this is the package that it came in. It says PolarPro, it says what it is. So you open up the box and you see the filters right there. And my first reaction was that the packaging felt pretty premium. It felt good. There it says that this is for the DJI Spark. So I go ahead and open it up, pull out everything that's inside, and I get this little white box and I don't know what's in there. So I look at the filters first because that is what I'm excited about. There is a total of 6 filters, as you can see right here. Case looks all right. Inside of the white box is some instructions. There is a sticker for PolarPro, which is kind of cool, and then a lens cloth as well, which usually I just throw those things away, but don't do it for these. Also inside is the installation instructions, front and back, shows you how to do it, and then when to use the filters, which is pretty important as well. I'd highly recommend that you read over those. So we go ahead and open up the case, and it feels very nice. The back has a very soft touch feel, but I don't really care because I don't know, I just don't care about the case. I'm just going to open up the filters and use them. You can see right here all the assortment of filters, and they look very nice. They feel very good in your hands. And then you go ahead and open them up, pull one out, and the first thing that I noticed was that these things are super small and super flimsy. So those little that piece of metal on the back is what holds it to the camera gimbal itself, and it is very, very thin, which I understand because it has to attach to the camera in those vents right there. And you can't be adding like a really heavy weight because that's going to weigh the camera down and it's going to make the gimbal harder to move. So upon first installation, I kind of had a bit of a hard time because I didn't want to break the gimbal, but you get used to it. Like, it's more rugged than you think, and once you put it on the first time, I don't know, you just kind of figure it out, like it's muscle memory, and then it just fits pretty well. Like, it stays there, and I shook it around. I really didn't think that it was going to come off. So let's kind of talk about what a polarizer does. First, this is footage of straight out of camera, no filters or anything. And then this right here is footage with the polarizer filter. And don't worry about the color. It was on auto white balance. That was my fault. So what you should be looking at are these right here, the reflections of the water. And with the polarizer, you get none. So here we go. Here's a video test, straight out of camera, no filter, no nothing. Totally automatic camera settings. It's just a nice, easy flight. And now we're going to look. And the ISO was 200. The shutter was 1250. So now we're going to try again with the ND filter. ND 8, same flight. We go up. We turn towards the bridge right here. It looks a little clearer, but you're really not going to notice a huge difference in the look of the footage until you bring it in to edit. So the exposure should stay about the same. All that it's doing is lowering your shutter speed. So this is the ND16 filter, which should be 4 stops, which we look up here, and it is, sure enough, a 4-stop improvement over the base with a shutter speed of only 160. So now this is the ND32. This is a total of 5 stops is what this filter should be. And one thing that you have to kind of think about is like minor adjustments in the sun and the positioning. So I only got a 4 1/3 stop improvement over base, but everything was automatically done. So I'm gonna forgive that. I'll say that it is 5 stops. Here's the polarizer filter, and you can see like the blues are very saturated and it looks more lush. It looks a little bit too cool, but I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. You can see the difference not only in the color, but as the cuts down in the reflections of the water as well. In fact, I went out and took another test, and here's an example. This was shot with the neutral density 16 filter. Looks nice, okay? And this was taken with the ND16 polarizer filter. So you can really see the difference in the reflection of the water. So what did you guys think about the PolarPro ND filters? Seriously, I was kind of skeptical at first because when I first opened them up, they were kind of flimsy and I was scared that I was going to break them. And then you really have to manhandle the gimbal to put them on that first time. But once you figure it out, you can really just like slip it right on there, and I had no problems whatsoever. All the footage that you saw earlier, it was a very windy day, and I gotta tell you, I was a little bit scared that they might fly off or fall off the drone or something, but they were rock solid and they really held on tight. I will say though that my biggest complaint about the filters is that when you put them on the camera, you have to put your thumb over the lens to pull it down over the camera lens itself, causing a bit of a fingerprint, which is why the included lens cloth is so important. I obviously didn't use this one, it's still in the bag, but I got a million others. On top of improving the video footage, again, I'm really happy with these things, and I would recommend these to anybody who's using their drone for looking to really get cinematic footage. So maybe not families, maybe not people who just want to use it like on vacation to take like cool photos or dronies, but definitely those who want to step up the video footage of their DJI Spark. It already doesn't have 4K, which is a con for a lot of people, not so much for me, and you can see why in another video that I'll post in the description below. But it's just one way to increase the just the quality of the video already. So guys, if you want to pick up the PolarPro filters for your DJI Spark, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and they're $99, which again isn't cheap, especially for just a $500 drone. But again, this is not for everybody. This is for the people who want to take their DJI Spark video footage just to that next level. It just really increases the quality of the footage, and that's why I would recommend them. Again, it's a bit of an investment, but highly worth it if you plan on using your DJI Spark footage for anything commercial or promotional, or you just really want the best footage possible out of the DJI Spark. So again, click the link in the description below. I would greatly appreciate it. You guys are gonna love them. So that's it for today. I will see you guys next time with another great video of the DJI Spark. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the description below. Leave me a like and a thumbs up, or however it works. And again, I will see you guys next time. Be safe if you're flying your drone, but have fun as well. All right, see ya.